Hi, this is JP from No the Lights Over Arkham. Welcome to another Arkham Horror LCG campaign playthrough, and we are continuing our run through the Drowned City campaign with Agatha Crane. And so far the campaign hasn't gone that splendidly. We have been defeated once, we didn't get a good resolution from the last scenario, and the first two scenarios were okay but not great. So well, it is a fail forward game, so we are continuing onward, and we are at the Grand Vault scenario. So we'll start by going through what upgrades I did with the 4 experience to my deck. So I added 2 seeking answers into the deck, and I removed the analyze all, whatever it's called. Well, I didn't get to play that card that often that I would have wanted, so it felt like every time I had it in my hand, I didn't get to use it in the way I wanted to. So I decided to add some clue tech to the deck, so now we can leave some clues behind and grab them with the seeking answers later on. And we also decided to take the Grizzly Mask into play, because that is a great way to deal damage to some enemies that have only 2 health. And there are the constructs in this scenario, so those will be more easy to defeat with that. Okay, well, in the introduction text, we will have some tokens added, but we'll get there when we've read it. So the Grand Vault, you hear the echoing churn of great machinery long before you see it. After emerging from the claustrophobic tunnels, you stand on a precipice overlooking a large cavernous expanse. It is so vast that you cannot see the far side. An array of interconnected chambers are laid out like a labyrinth, thrumming with the sound of alien constructions. Amid that glamour is the sound of running water even farther below. Skip to Grand Vault 3. This is the pulsing core of a relay. Colossal slices channel floodwater from the city above, filling and draining vaults like the chambers of a heart. This seems to be some source of power, and the reason for the city's steady rise. After discussing with the expedition, you resolve to explore the massive complex before moving on. If ever there was a place to find one of those elusive artifacts, it would be here. Add 1 Elder Thing token to the Chaos bag for the remainder of the campaign. If any investigator has the toe the line tasks, they resolve their respective story on the next page. We don't have that, so we'll just go to setup, which we have already done. So some things to note: moving platform and location connections. During this scenario, the investigators will need to use the moving platform to navigate the Grand Vault. Locations are not connected to one another except via moving platform or their connection icons. The moving platform is connected to each location adjacent to it, and vice versa. Adjacent locations share a side, left, right, above or below. Locations that share only a corner are not considered adjacent. When instructed to swap the moving platform with the adjacent vault location, simultaneously move each of those locations along with all cards and tokens at them to the space the other one was occupying, activating and deactivating locations. During this scenario, locations can be activated or deactivated through setup instructions or scenario effects. An activated location has no inherent game effect, however, certain scenario effects will reference whether a location is activated or not. When instructed to activate a location, place a resource token on that location. That location has been activated. You cannot activate a location that is currently activated. When instructed to deactivate a location, remove the resource token on that location. That location has been deactivated. You cannot deactivate a location that is not currently activated. Okay, so those were all the special rules for this scenario. and we'll read the agenda and act now. So, bowels of the city. The oppressive darkness is filled with the sound of crushing, gnashing machinery and force. When your turn begins, if your location is fully flooded, you struggle for air. When your turn ends, if you did not enter a partial flooded or unflooded location during your turn, or decrease your location's flood level, take 5 direct damage, and the doom threshold is 3. And careful navigation. The machinery that serves as the beating heart of relays is alien in design, but not inscrutable. Thanks to all you've learned up to this point, you may be able to find your way through. Fast triggered ability. After the investigators have translated any 3 of the following glyphs, reveal the sealed chamber location. Hint, each of these glyphs are found in this scenario. Objective, when the round ends, if an investigator controls a title, tablet, story asset, advance. Okay, so we'll add the elder thing to the back, and we are ready to begin. So just to go through, in the setup we had to put activated tokens on these 3 locations, and all of these locations are partially flooded. So that is everything. So without further delay, let's get started. Okay, and we are ready to begin. So we will draw our opening hand. Hopefully we can navigate this location or this scenario well enough, but we'll see how this goes. So we start at the Great Stair, 2 shrouds, 2 clues on it. It cannot be flooded, and there is a resign there, so we can get out of this scenario if we seem to not be able to finish it otherwise. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uncanny Specimen, Spectral Razor, Perception, Seeking Answers, and Deduction. So I think I will go with this. Yeah, so we'll fast play Uncanny Specimen, and we'll just investigate. Or should we just deduct this? Yeah, I'll save the Seeking Answers for later. So we will investigate with the deduction. We are investigating 5 versus 2. It is a 0. We'll grab both of these clues. Second action, we will move to the moving platform, so cannot be flooded, and it is connected to each adjacent location and vice versa. And 2 shroud and 2 clues, moving platform cannot be flooded, moving platform is connected to each adjacent location and vice versa. Fast triggered ability, investigators at moving platforms spend 1 clues as a group, swap a moving platform with an adjacent vault location. Okay, so I think for my last action I will just go see what's here. So we find the otherworldly mechanism, 2 shroud, 2 clues. Forced, when you reveal otherworldly mechanism, draw 1 random set aside glyph treachery if able, and action choose and discard 3 cards from your hand, activate this location. Okay. So we draw 1 set aside glyph treachery, and they are here. Picking 1 at random here, so we'll just shuffle and pick the one that is at the bottom. So this is what we find. That is one of the glyphs we need to advance. Revelation, attach ancient vault to your location, cannot be cancelled. Action, take a combined total of X damage and or horror where X is attached location shroud. Flip this card over. Okay, that is annoying, but it is what it is. And yeah, that is our turn. No enemies will go to upkeep. We draw Glimpse of the Void. Great, and we gain a resource. So that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add a Doom. Encounter card for this round is Deadly Torrent. If your location is unflooded, Deadly Torrent can search. So we'll search that. And we get the Persistent Construct. So it is a hunter. Brainiers investigator with an artifact asset force. When you defeat this enemy, spawn each other persistent construct in the victory display exhausted at your location. Okay, well, I will just take one director and exhaust Grisly Mask, deal 2 damage to an enemy at the location. I'll take a horror. This is defeated, goes into the victory display. First action, we'll shuffle this back into our deck. Let's see. I think I will investigate using the Seeking Answers here. We are investigating 4 versus 2. I'll go, no, I'll keep that in hand. So 4 versus 2. And it is a cultist, and if you fail, you must either deactivate your location or take 1 damage or horror. I will use the Uncanny Specimen to cancel that token, return it into the bag, and draw a new one. A +1. We succeed, so we draw a card. It is the Breath of the Sleeper, and we will get 2 clues with the Seeking Answers, and it goes into our discard. And I think we will take the 2 damage here. It hurts, but we need these glyphs. So take combined total of X damage and or horror. Oh yeah, we can take horror. Never mind, I will take the horror any day. Okay, well that's a lot more easier to handle then. So we flip this card over. Within the ancient vault is a large octagonal room that resembles a kind of a laboratory. A central console resembles a clawed hand with 2 of its fingers raised. Nodes in the console project a glowing translucent letter. Curious, you press 1 hand to a central node. A vision overwhelms your mind. A torrential wave, a sundered mountain, burning forest and atmosphere. You pull 1 hand away, uncertain of what you just experienced, and a record a vision. You discover a glyph. Okay, so we record Doom to our translated glyphs and add this card to the victory display. Okay, and that is everything. So we cancel the token. So I'm playing this again from my discard. Now we are committing perception to this test. We are 6 versus 2. -2, we get these 2 clues. This goes out of the game, or is removed from the game. Okay, and we draw a card with the perception. It is confidence, and that is our turn. No enemies. We'll go to upkeep. We draw. Unbelievable. Again, we get the glimpse of the void. Such rotten luck here. and we gain a resource. So that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add a doom. The encounter card for this round is something in the water. Search. Revelation. Increase the floor level of the nearest eligible location. And another persistent construct. Well, that sucks. Oh well, we are leaving it behind here, so... Or we'll defeat it and leave the other one behind and start moving with the moving platform. Okay, but how do I want to do this? So this is a fast action. I'll take a horror, defeat this. So I'll just basically put it in exhausted here. But I need to activate this. Choose and discard 3 cards from your hand. Activate this location. And we need to activate all of these locations. Okay, well, so I can choose the card. So I will draw a card. Another Seeking Answers. Well, we can play that from our discard. So I will discard these 3 to activate this. And last action, I will move here. Then I will okay, so there's no limit to how many times I can move. So I will go around this, or I could go around this side. So I'll spend a clue, move here. Now this can't follow us because these locations are not connected. Oh yeah, I forgot we would advance this round. So we can basically, if we need to, we haven't done a single test, so we can backtrack if needed. So this would advance. So Relentless Pursuit. As you begin to make sense of the ever-shifting complex of maze-like corridors and chambers, a crack appears in one wall. The crack grows wider as 2 massive clawed hands push a hidden door open. A familiar, imposing frame emerges from the darkness, glowering at you. Your tireless pursuer is here yet again. Spawn the set-aside inescapable enemy at the lead investigator's location. Choose an investigator at that location to test agility 4. If they succeed, disengage the inescapable from each investigator and exhaust it. Shuffle each copy of the set-aside still behind you treachery and 1 random set-aside star spawn enemy along with the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Okay, so we need to backtrack everything, so yeah. We will backtrack. So we get 1 random star spawn into the encounter deck. We get these into the encounter deck, and this comes into our location. And I'm not redrawing. Well, actually I need to redraw this one, and we'll actually redraw. So we didn't, okay. So we didn't draw any of those cards, so we didn't add the flood token, and we didn't pull the persistent construct this round. So basically we are redoing the whole turn here. So yeah, I totally forgot that the doom threshold is that low. Okay. Then we will test agility 4. Okay, and we haven't activated the room yet. Okay, so we are testing agility 4, and we reveal an extra token. So we totally failed that one. If you fail, you must either activate your location or take 1 damage or horror. I'll take the damage. Then if you fail, search the encounter discard pile for a copy of the Still Behind You Treachery and add it to the victory display. Okay. That is in the victory display now. And we'll read Devil in the Machine. This thing won't stop unless you find a way to put it down for good. The inescapable gets +1 health. When the inescapable moves via its hunter keyword, each location is considered to be connected to its adjacent location, and the same thing for the fully flooded locations and 5 doom threshold. And now we pull the encounter card, which is the Infernal Machinery. Put Infernal Machinery into play in your threat area. You cannot trigger abilities on glyphs or artifacts cards. And action, test book or agility 4. If you succeed, discard the Infernal Machinery. Okay. Well, let's think about our choices again here. So I could try to defeat that, but I'm not going to. So I'm committing this to the test and trying to evade. So I'm evading 5 versus 3, and again I need to reveal 2 tokens. -1 and a +1, so we actually succeed. So we have evaded the inescapable. And we will have to do the action here now. So I'm discarding these to activate this room. Okay, then I will move, and then I will spend a clue. And now we are at the end of the round, so no enemy actions will go to upkeep. We draw Uncanny Specimen, this readies, and we gain a resource. So that is that round. Let's go to the next round. So we add a Doom. Encounter card is Persistent Construct. Well, that sucks. First action, we will try to evade this enemy. No. We'll take 1 attack of opportunity to get rid of this one. I doubt we will be able to evade it otherwise. Yeah, I think this could be our short playthrough for this scenario, but it is what it is. Ouch. Okay. Now we will try to evade. No. Yeah. I'm getting a bit tilted here. Sorry about that, so I'll reshuffle the deck now. So yeah, we are evading. I'll first play this. Zero, we pass. This is evaded. I'll move to this location. Two clues. This location's flood level cannot be decreased. Forced after Shrouded Sister is revealed, increase its flood level. So it's fully flooded. Ouch. Action, you open up a new passageway, activate this location, then increase the flood level of any eligible vault location. Okay. So we'll do that. We will activate this location. We don't need the clues that desperately here. And we have to increase uneligible vault locations. So it can be anything. So I'll just do it there. Okay, so that is my turn. Enemy phase, this enemy hunts over here. Upkeep. We draw a mouse mask and gain a resource. This readies. That is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add another do. Encounter card for this round is Ominous Silence. Put Ominous Silence in play in your threat area. As an additional cost to play a card, you must either spend one resource or take one horror. Action, test agility 3. If your location is not flooded, this test automatically succeeds. If you succeed, discard Ominous Silence. Okay, well, I will play the mouse mask. It costs 2, and we will try to get rid of this. We are testing 6 versus 4. It is a 0. We'll get rid of this one. And last action, we'll move over here and use this Grizzly Mask to defeat this one. So the other one comes from the discard and is exhausted. And that is our turn. Enemy phase. This enemy hunts over here. Upkeep. We draw another mouse mask and get another resource. So this readies, engages us, and that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add a doom. Encounter card is Still Behind You. Test agility 2, and this test gets +1 difficulty for each copy of Still Behind You in the victory display. If you fail and the inescapable is in play, it moves one location at a time to your location and engages you. Okay, we are testing 3 versus 3. Cultist, I'll have to take 1 damage or 1 horror. I will take the horror. We fail, and this moves here. Oh yeah, it isn't massive, but still. We are in deep trouble here. Okay, well, before we fail, I'll discard this to try to pull another token, and we'll hopefully get a 0. -1 we still fail, unfortunately. Okay, but we don't get the damage or horror. Okay. Okay, let's see. We will take the horror to defeat this. So it is here. We'll try to evade the inescapable. Three versus 1. It is a 0. And we will use a clue to... we'll use 2 clues. So basically, this moves here, this moves like so. And we will move here. Otherworldly mechanism. Force round 1 clue. Force. When you reveal otherworldly mechanism, draw 1 random set-aside glyph treachery if able. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Draw each revealed weakness and remove the rest from the game. Activate this location. And I will definitely do that. But we will first do the random glyph here. We get this one. Yeah, I'll place it over here. So it is here, but just for clarity, last action, I will reveal the top 3 cards of my deck and remove them from the game. And activate this. So now we need to activate the last vault location. How we will do that is a mystery for me, because we need to get there to do that, but we'll figure that out later. No enemy actions. Oh yeah, we reveal the location, we get 1 mouse mask charge, and we'll ready up. We draw Spectral Razor, and we gain a resource. So that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add a Doom, 4 of 5. Encounter card is Cyclopean Architecture, Test Book X, where X is your location's printed shroud. For each point you fail by, choose and discard 1 card from your hand to a maximum of 3. Okay, well, I'll use Mouse Mask for this. 6 versus 4. I'll commit this. 7 versus 4. And auto fail. Well, of course, we discard the Spectral Razor. Okay, well, I'll just put these events out of my discard here, so I know which ones I can replay if I have the chance. Well, that sucks so badly. Okay, well, what can we do here? We can't move anywhere. We can't do this glyph because we don't have any cards in hand, so that's great. This is readied. Yeah, we'll discard this. Move in here. Use this. Yeah, we are going insane fast. And defeat the construct. The other one spawns exhausted here. Last action, we will try. Yeah, we'll spend 2 clues first to shift this platform up here. And then we'll try to evade as our last action. We are 3 versus 2, so there's a chance. There is a chance, so 0. We evade. Thank God. No enemy actions will go to upkeep. We draw, read the signs, and these ready engage me. And we gain a resource. So that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We advance. So let's see what happens. From the shadows. The incessant cacophony makes it difficult to hear anything, even the sound of your pursuer's footfalls. He could be lurking around any corner. It is only a matter of time before you are found. Search all in and out of play areas for each copy of the Still Behind You treachery. Shuffle these cards, the set aside Starspawn enemy and the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Move each unengaged persistent construct enemy in play to the moving platform exhausted and unengaged. So that actually helped us. If the inescapable is in play, heal 1 damage from it and move it once towards the nearest investigator. Each location is considered to be connected to its adjacent location during this movement. So we shuffle this. We take this from the victory display and these and shuffle them into the encounter deck. And okay, so move each unengaged persistent construct enemy in play to the moving platform. Oh yeah, it is engaged, so it doesn't do that. That's a bummer. Okay, then we haven't dealt any damage to the inescapable. And then we'll draw the encounter card for this round, and it is Cyclopean Architecture. Shroud is 2. We are testing 4 versus 2. -4. That goes into our discard. Okay, we'll take a horror. Again, we defeat this, and we will evade the unescapable, or try to evade it. -1, we succeed. That's great news. We'll move to this vault chamber. Force route 1 clue. Activate this location. After action, activate this location. After the last clue is discovered from this location, you discover this glyph in a Campbell log record arm under the glyphs, and this has a victory 1. Okay, and we reveal the location. I will try to investigate using the mouse mask. No. I will just activate this location. So at the end of the round, if each vault location has been activated, reveal the core of the vault. So no enemy actions will go to upkeep. We will draw Silver Moth. Okay, we have 7, so we have 3 sanity remaining, and we gain a resource. these ready. So that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add a doom. Oh yeah, we forgot to read the ever-shifting walls. With great effort and no small amount of luck, you may still be able to escape. The inescapable gets +2 health. When the inescapable moves via its hunter keyword, each location is considered to be connected to its adjacent location. And the same thing, and we have a doom threshold of 8. Okay, well... yeah, so we get an encounter card. It is Deadly Mechanisms. Test willpower 3. If you fail, you must decide. Deactivate the nearest activated vault location. Oh yeah, this flipped. So core of the vault, 3 shroud, 3 clues. Core of the vault cannot be flooded, forced. If the inescapable is defeated at this location, search all in and out of play areas for each copy of still behind you and remove them from the game. In your campaign log, record the creature was defeated. Double action, spent 3 clues as a group. You study the machine, proceed to scenario interlude, the vault core. Okay, so this can't be flipped over anymore, so we can deactivate locations. So I'm testing 4 versus 3. -1, we pass, so nothing happens. Okay, first action, we'll try to investigate here. 6 versus 4. Damn it. So the first time each round an Elder Thing token is revealed from the chaos bag, ready the inescapable and resolve its hunter keyword. Well, hello! But we fail. Search encounter discard pile for a copy of the still behind you treasure added to the victory display. There are none in the encounter discard pile. Okay. Okay, so we fail, so we will evade. Skull, we fail. Yeah, we will try to evade again. We will die because this guy has relentless, so yeah, this is probably game over. Okay. -1, we evaded. But that is the end of the investigation phase. Enemy phase, this moves here, hits us for 1 damage. We'll go to upkeep, we draw, crack the case, and gain a resource, and this readies and engages us. That is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add a doom, encounter card is Crumbling Masonry. Okay, this could already kill us. Test agility X where X is your location's printed shroud. If you fail, take 2 damage. We are testing 3 versus 4. So I think this is the end. If we don't pull a... yeah, -2. That is the end. We get defeated by damage. And yeah. That is game over for this scenario. So, if no resolution was reached, each investigator resigned during Act 1 or was defeated, you are rescued from the churning water, battered and bruised, but thankfully still alive. After returning to the towering precipice where you began, you are pleasantly surprised to find Ruby and Andy chatting over a meal of dry rations. Rather than cut the reunion short, you resolve to make camp. Together you pass the evening cracking jokes and sharing stories before parting ways. Ruby and Andy share their findings and compile a crude map of the ancient city. Update your campaign log, cross out Grand Vault on the relay map. If the title tablet was under control, it wasn't. If any investigator has the good money, we don't. Each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X value of each card in the victory display. It is, I think, 1. Check your campaign log. If the expedition headed west, proceed to Court of the Ancients. Okay, so we got a whopping 1 experience out of this. And another physical trauma. So, yeah. This campaign is not going that well. At least we got 1 glyph translated, but it doesn't help us that much. But yeah, that is Arkham for you. Sometimes you get trashed and it is a downward spiral many times. So yeah. Well, next time we will continue to the next scenario, which was the Court of the Ancients. So, hope you guys liked this playthrough. Thanks for watching and until next time.